Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Today, let's continue where we stopped in the previous class. In the previous class, we learned about triangles, right? And today's class, we'll learn about parallel lines and their properties, okay? Can you see the board? Okay. Can you guys see the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's start today's class on parallel lines. So first, what are parallel lines?
Pair of lines which never meet.
Okay, so not only a pair of lines, but any set of lines which never meet each other. No, they are on the same plane, right? So if I take a plane, for example, like this, and I draw two lines which never meet each other, which will never meet each other, then I can call them as parallel lines, right? These can extend in either direction, but they will never meet in this plane. So now you know what is a parallel line. Now imagine that another line intersects both of these lines in any direction. I'm going to take this direction. Okay. So this is another line which is intersecting both these lines. Intersecting means it's meeting, right? So there's one meeting point over here in this line and another over here. This line, we're going to call it as a transversal. Now, based on this, there are lots of mathematical properties which we're going to study. Okay. So now, let me name this. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, this is E, F, G, H. Okay. These are the names, just the names that I've given to the points. Okay. So these points. Now, there are some properties or based on the angles that you can learn. Okay. First property is this angle. Let me change the color. This angle, see what I'm drawing in blue. This angle and this angle are equal. So for example, what is the name over here? E, angle EFB is equal to angle FGD or EGD, right? So these both angles are equal. These are called as corresponding angles. So you have to remember this word. This is called corresponding angles. Okay. Now, if this is, let's say this is theta, okay, this is the theta degrees. What is this angle? Or what is this angle plus this angle?
180 degrees.
Yes. Yes. Both of them together is going to give me 180 degrees, right? That is linear pair. So this I can write it as 180 minus theta. So 180 minus theta plus theta is going to give me 180, right? So this is the corresponding angle of this. The corresponding angle for this is this, which means this is also 180 minus theta if this is theta. right? So this will be theta. These both are corresponding angles. That means these both angles are same. For example, if this thing is 60 degrees, so yeah, and this will also be 60 degrees. This angle is also 60 degrees. If this is 120 degrees, this angle is also 120 degrees. That is the meaning of corresponding angles, right? Then next, let me draw it again. This time in red. Again, I have the two parallel lines. I have the transversal. Now, another set of lines are equal to each other. Look at this angle. Okay, this is one angle. This is one more angle. Okay. And these both angles,
Vertically
yeah,
opposite.
yes, they are called as vertically opposite angles. And always remember, vertically opposite angles are always equal, which means this angle is equal to this angle. Can you give me any more examples of vertically opposite angles in this figure? If you want, I'll name it. Okay, let's name it A, B, C, D, E,
B.
F, G, H.
So
Which are,
DB, HF, GH, E,
yes,
EG.
yes. Very good. So over here, B and D, these are vertically opposite angles, which means these both angles
H
are
and F.
equal. Yes. Next we have H and F. These are also vertically opposite angles.
E and G.
Yes, even E and G. So
Sir,
E and H, E and F will not be vertically opposite
no,
angles.
sorry. Sir, F and G. Sir, F and H.
Yes, F and H already I've done it. So F and H are vertically opposite angles. E and G are vertically opposite angles, right? So that is the meaning of vertically opposite angles, where all of them are equal. So over here I'll write it again. Angle A is equal to angle C, vertically opposite angles. Similarly, angle B is equal to angle D. Angle E is equal to angle G. Angle F is equal to angle H, based on this diagram, right? So now we learned two things. One is corresponding angles. Next is vertically opposite. Okay, in this figure, can you tell me which letters are corresponding angles?
A, B, D, C, E, F, GH.
No, corresponding angles. AB are linear pair. That is, if this is theta, this is 180 minus theta. That is, sum of this is equal to 180. But I want corresponding angles. The corresponding, what is the corresponding angle of A? Corresponding angle of A is E. A and E. So this is corresponding to this angle over here, E, right? Similarly, can you give me another example?
B and
B and
G.
G, no, not G.
D and A.
Yes, okay, D. So corresponding angles. So first one was A is equal to angle E, which are corresponding. Next, angle B, and what is the corresponding angle of angle B?
Angle C.
Angle F.
Sorry, F.
Angle F. Yes, angle B and angle F are corresponding.
Angle F. Angle
Correct.
D, angle H.
Yes, angle D and angle H. Then what about angle C?
Angle
G.
C and
Angle G.
Angle G.
Yes. So this is the angles. Okay. Now I will draw it again. Now you guys should tell me the answer. Okay, again I have angle A. This is B. Okay. This is C. This is D. This is E. This is F. This is G. This is H. Okay. And I am telling you that angle A is equal to 120 degrees. Now your job is to find out all the remaining angles. B, C, D, A, F, G, and H.
Angle B is equals to 60 degree.
Angle C equals 120 degree. Angle D equals 60 degree.
Okay, you have to tell me the reason also, not only the value.
Sir, angle C for vertical opposite angles.
Okay, angle C is vertical opposite, so 120 degrees, which means vertically opposite.
B is for linear pair.
Sir, B is equals to linear pair.
D
Okay, B
also
is-
linear pair.
B is 60, which is linear pair.
D is
Okay.
also,
Next, what about D?
D is also 60. It can be for B vertical opposite angles
Okay, very good.
or
So,
linear pair for C.
yeah, linear pair for C or vertically opposite for B. Vertically opposite to B. B, right?
E equals 120 degree corresponding angles of A.
Yes, very good. So E is equal to 120 degree because it is corresponding to A.
G equals G also equals 120 degree because vertical opposite of E.
Okay, so G is equal to 120 because it is vertically opposite to E. Okay, next. Somebody
G
else tell me
equals
the
60.
remaining F and H. So now two are left. What is F and what is H?
Sir, F equals 60 degree linear pair of G.
F equals to 60 degree.
Linear pair of
Linear
C.
pair.
H is also on 60 degree vertical opposite of F for linear pair for E.
So now H is also equal to 60 degrees. Okay. So now you got to know that if I give you one angle, you can find out all the other angles. It is very easy. So all you need to know is one angle. If I give you any, so instead of A, if I give you H or J or any one angle, you can find out all the other angles. This is the speciality of a parallel lines, right? So whenever I give you two parallel lines and I give you a transversal, if you know one angle, you can find out all the other angles. Okay. Let's solve some problems again. This time I will ask individually, okay? So now this time don't just answer, raise your hand and then you can answer. I'll ask individually. So that last time we had two separate ones. Now this time we have three. Okay. This is angle 2. This is angle 3. This is angle 1. Okay. And now I have given you that angle 1 is equal to 70 degrees. So now find angle, what is angle 2 and angle 3? Okay, this question will be answered by Yashwant.
Sir, angle. Sir, you have to name it.
I have named, this is angle number 1, this is angle number 2, this is angle number 3. Angle number 1 is 70 degrees. What is
Yes, sir.
angle number 2? What is angle number 3?
Angle number 3 equals 110.
Why?
Sir, corresponding.
Corresponding means it should be equal, right? Corresponding angles are equal to each other.
70 degrees. Yes, sir.
Yes. So angle 3 is 70 degrees. Because it's
Angle 2 is
corresponding.
also 70.
Yes. So angle 2 is
Corresponding.
also corresponding. So for example, imagine that you remove this line, you remove this middle parallel line. It will be like only these two parallel lines are there. So then angle 1 also becomes corresponding to angle 2. So angle 2 is also 70 degrees. Is also corresponding. Both are corresponding to 1. Okay. Then next question. These are two parallel lines. This is 90 degree. This is 90 degree. This is a transversal. This is on this one. Okay. This is, we are going to call this as angle number 1. This we are going to call it as angle number 2. Okay. And angle number 1 is 80 degrees. So now find angle number 2. Okay. This question will be answered by Amog Mutatti.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Try to think. So this is 80 degrees, right? So now you have to find this one. Okay, if this is,
Sir, shall I answer?
no, wait, let Amog answer. We have to make everyone understand, right? So Amog, tell me, if this is 80 degrees, what is this angle? Yes, Amogam. If this is 80 degrees, what will be this? So, what type of angles are these, Amog? Which one I have highlighted over? This angle and this angle. Which type of angles are these? These are called vertically opposite angles, right? And what is the specialty about vertically opposite angles? They are equal to each other. So vertically opposite angles are equal, right? Which means this is also 80 degrees. This is also 80 degrees. This means that this angle is corresponding to this angle, right? This is also below this parallel line. This angle is below this parallel line. So these both are corresponding, which means angle 2 is also 80 degrees. Okay. So this we got it by vertically opposite, because these are vertically opposite to each other, right? So vertically opposite means if I have a cross like this, then this angle and this angle is called as vertically opposite. So you can see that same thing over here. Then from here again, I have something called as corresponding, which is kind of the same thing. So did you understand, Amog?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Again, let me understand. So these are, what are parallel lines, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I have two parallel lines, and I have one more line which is cutting both of these lines, right? So which is the point of intersection? Intersection is the point where they meet. This is one point where they meet, and this is one more point where they meet. Okay. Now let me label the angles. I'll call this angle, this is an angle, right? This is angle A. This is angle B. This is, I'll call this as angle C. You know what is an angle, right? I think, were you there for the previous class?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir, I was there.
yeah, so this is angle D. Then I'll call this angle E. Similarly, F, G, and H. Okay. So now, can you see the shape over here, which is formed over here? By this, it is similar to this, right? It is like this shape. It's like an X shape, right? So whenever
Yes,
you have this type of shape, an X shape, this angle is opposite to this angle, right?
Yes, sir.
So these two angles which are shaded over here, so this angle and this angle, these are opposite to each other. These are called as vertically opposite angles. Okay, these are called as vertically opposite angles. So this is one pair, whatever are shaded in black, right? That is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Next, there is also another pair of vertically opposite angles. See this, which I'm shading in green. This is opposite. This is the opposite angle to this angle, right? These both are, whatever are shaded in green, those are also opposite to each other.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are also called vertically opposite angles. So there are two vertically opposite angles over here. One is green, these both. One more is black, these both. Now the specialty about vertically opposite angles is they are always equal to each other. Remember that. You have to remember that vertically opposite angles are always equal to each other, which means if this is 100 degrees, how much will be this angle?
100.
100, right? So similarly, if this, whatever black color I've shaded, if this is 70 degrees, what will be this angle?
70.
70, right? Good. So now, again, I'm going to draw the same thing. Now imagine I've given you one angle. What is the sum of the angles in a straight line? So I have two angles over here, one angle over here, one angle over here. What is the sum of these both angles? Or what is the sum of all the angles in a straight line? Suppose I have a straight line. What is the angle in a straight line? What is this angle?
Sir, 180 degree.
Yeah. Yes, Amog, it is 180 degrees. Right? This is, if both the arrows are over here, it's 0 degrees. It's rotated to straight. Whenever I talk about a straight line, the angle is always 180 degrees. Okay, that you have to remember. A straight line always has 180 degrees. So if I divide this straight line into many angles, so for example, I divided it like this angle plus this angle. Now I got two angles, right? One is the smaller angle. Let me change the color. One is this smaller angle. Another is this bigger angle. So what will be the sum of this smaller angle plus the bigger angle? Oh.
Sir, 180 degree.
180 degree. So now this is 180 degree. So among M, yeah, tell me if this is 70 degrees, what will be this angle?
Sir,
Yeah, if this angle is 70 degrees, what will be this angle?
sir, 70.
No, see what I told you, how much is the angle in a straight line?
180.
Yes, 180. So if I divide this straight line into a part like this, so this side will be, let's say 60 degrees. If this is 60 degrees, what will be this big side? See, total is 180 degrees. I'm saying the small side is 60 degrees. Then what will be this big side? or this part. It will be 180 minus 60, right? Which is 120.
Yes, sir.
Which means the sum, if I give you any straight line, and if I draw the angles, then the sum of those angles are sum of all the angles in a straight line is equal to 180 degrees. Remember that. So any straight line, if I give you, if I divide into, for example, many parts, I say add first angle, add the second angle, add the third angle. Always angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 180 degrees. Remember that. Any straight line, the total is equal to 180 degrees, right? So if I divide it into 2, this is 60, then this will be 120. Similarly, now tell me, if this is 70 degrees, how much will this be? This is a straight line, remember.
180.
The total is 180. Total is 180. Now only this part is 70. What about this part, remaining part? How much will that be?
Sir, 90 degree.
How 90 degree? How did you get 90 degree?
Sir, 110.
You have to, Amog, what you have to do is you have to subtract 180 minus 70 is how much? It is 110 degrees, right?
110.
Yes. So this is called as a linear pair. That is, any two angles which are on a straight line, if you add them up, you're going to get 180. That means 110 plus 70 is going to give you 180, right? So if you know this angle, you can find out all the other angles, right? So just now we learned, Amog, this is 70 degrees. What about this angle?
Sir, that's also 70
Yes, very good. Why?
because they both meet correspond vertically opposite angle.
Yes, very good. These both are vertically opposite angles. Okay, now you understood, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, yeah, anybody else have any doubts in vertically opposite angles and corresponding angles?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, just a minute.